learns language in exactly the same way, through repetition and comprehensible input. But there's a problem. In real life, we hear a word on Monday and maybe not again until Friday or a week later. The brain forgets. The signal's too weak. We have difficulty recalling that word or those words. We watch lots of English movies with subtitles, but the improvement is very limited. Science bit coming up, so it's the scientist, right? Okay. The language acquisition device, or LAD for short, is the part of the brain, well, it's really part, but we'll go into that later, that learns and acquires languages, but is very temperamental, which means it doesn't like it when it's given information it doesn't understand. If we give it information it doesn't understand and there's a lot of it, the affective filter stops the input flow, which is what happens when we watch full-length movies and we don't understand most of the language and there's lots and lots of it. Your brain gives up after struggling with the information for 10 to 15 minutes and deploys the affective filter, stopping the flow of language into it. So what we do, or what do we have to do? Well, if you look at this, right, if the input is incomprehensible, in other words, the brain doesn't understand most of it, and there's loads and loads of it, the affective filter basically shuts everything down. Nothing is going in and zero input. If it's incomprehensible input, but not so much, it's midway, but we're still having low input. So how do we get over that? We need to give it comprehensible input, which means that the brain should understand most of the language we give it. The level of input we give it should be slightly above our language level, current language level, not the level we are trying to attain. It also needs to be repeated after minutes, not days or weeks. When we watch movies for hours at a time, we don't learn anything. The language acquisition device, or LAD, as I explained earlier, gave up after 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing is going in after that because we didn't give our brain time to analyze the language and update its database. So we need to cheat time. What we do is we compress the repetitions. We give the brain the same input 3 times without subtitles in an hour. This is what I call the womb method. And here's how it works. Step 1. Watch no more than 15 minutes of a movie or program. Obviously, we need to make sure that the language isn't too difficult. No subtitles. Your brain will panic. It will still only understand about 20% of the language it has heard. That's normal. Let it struggle. The struggle is a signal to grow. Don't rewind when you don't hear something properly. Let your brain struggle with the incomplete structure. The brain is very good at inserting missing information. As long as it understands that information is missing and you have given it the complete structure. Step 2. Take a 10-minute break. This is not optional. The break is when your brain moves language from short-term memory to long-term storage. Don't check your phone. Don't start updating your social media feeds. Do nothing. Relax. Let the language settle. Let the brain sort things out in its own way, because this is when the brain analyzes what it has heard and updates its database. This is a transcript from a scene in House MD. After analysis, the brain will understand that some words are missing here, 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 and there. Because it didn't hear them properly, it has never heard the words before, or the accent was not what it's been used to. Step 3. Watch the same 15 minutes again. This time you will understand more. Words that were noise before will become clear. Your brain is updating its database. We need to give it time to do that. Step 4. Take another 10-minute break. Now the brain is filling in those words it missed in the first pass. Give it time to update its database again. Leave the phone alone. The brain analyzes what it has heard and updates its database every time we stop listening or reading. Don't worry, we'll get to the reading later on in the series. After analyzing the same language heard for the second time, the brain will understand some of the words it missed during the first pass. It has now started inserting that missing information. It also understands more now and is eager to learn the missing information. Step 5. Watch the same 15 minutes again for the third time. This time you will understand more. Words that were noise before will become clear. Your brain is expanding the database. By now, you are not just hearing words, you are hearing how they are said, the tone, the rhythm, the emotion. This is where pronunciation and speaking ability are born. After the third pass, the brain has figured out more missing words. It has also figured out that it got some of the words wrong after the second pass. It has corrected them too. If you have time later in the day, continue the movie or serial 15 minutes and repeat the 5 steps we have discussed. But do this after a couple of hours. Let's not tax the brain too much. If you don't have time on the same day, you could continue it the following day. If you follow the 5 steps I gave you earlier, you'll understand more of the language in the episode you have completed. This should have taken you no more than 3 days if you only did it like 15 minutes. Repeated 3 times every day. On day 4, if you watch the whole episode from start to finish, it's about 45 minutes long, this particular one that I'm talking about. You will understand more and accumulate some more good English. The fact that your brain has already heard these exact words and sentences recently, it will understand practically everything. Now, you're probably thinking, so why do I have to watch the same thing again and again and again? I mean, I've already watched it, so, job's done. No, it's not. You're not watching these for entertainment. What we're trying to do is we're trying to wring out every bit of language that we can and stuff it inside our brain. All right? So, 3 passes, 2 breaks on 1 clip. This is how you fill the tank faster than any other method on earth. In the next video, I will explain why subtitles are counterproductive, because I kept telling you throughout, no subtitles. All right. So see you in the next one then.